Hello and welcome. I am Sneha Sawant. You are watching this special broadcast on Studio Talk. Over the next few minutes, I will take you through big stories from the world of news, business, sports and entertainment. It is a story that has brought the country together like few others before. The gang rape of a 23-year-old woman in the heart of the capital has outraged the nation. Today, the last of the 6 alleged rapists was arrested by Delhi police after the manhunt launched hours after the crime. This even as the demand for the justice for victim grows louder. Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh today spoke for the first time on the reported beheading of the Indian soldiers along the line of control. He said that it could not be business as usual with Pakistan after the intolerable act its army had committed. The Prime Minister's comment comes a day after the army chief spoke on the incident. In what is clearly a first, a fast-track court in Delhi gave a death sentence to a farmhouse guard in 10 straight days. The 56-year-old man was convicted and sentenced for raping and killing a 3-year-old girl in 2011. The judge said the case fell into the rarest of the rare categories as he read out the verdict. He is a cleric but seems to be giving Pakistani President Asif Ali Zardari sleepless nights. Muslim cleric Tahir ul Qadri is threatening to unleash a mass movement to overthrow the current president if a caretaker setup of the honest people is not set up. Many are seeing Qadri's call for revolution and attempt to replicate an Arab Spring in Pakistan. In a surprise move, the CEO of the country's largest mobile operator, Bharti Airtel, announced his exit after a 15-year stint with the company. Sanjay Kapoor's exit comes amid reports of Bharti planning a reorganization of its top deck. Gopal Vittal has been appointed as Kapoor's replacement. And we finally heard him confess. Disgraced cyclist Lance Armstrong admitted to using performance-enhancing drugs during his cycling career. The cyclist came clean during an interview with the talk show queen Oprah Winfrey. The admission of guilt comes after months of Armstrong denying the charges and instead claiming there was a witch hunt against him.
I am reporting from India's first planned hill city, Ambi Valley, where they have changed the definition of adventure in India by introducing a 9-week skydiving event. This event will give all the adventure enthusiasts an exclusive opportunity to skydive with the internationally acclaimed skydiving art of extreme crew from Spain, who trained the cast of Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. All the adventure seeker can experience a full skydive without a prior training, as each person will be attached by a harness to the front of the tandem master. If you could see to my left, there are a group of friends who are all geared up to fly and are going through some last-minute instructions. And to my right is the airplane waiting, in which they'll fly 10,000 feet high and experience the free fall, parachute and landing. I just can't wait to imagine the feeling of being up in the air. I am sure it will be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. With cameraman Hardik, this is Sneha for Studio Talk. Expectations of people-friendly budget and the cut in the interest rate by RBI are being seen as among the 2 key reasons taking the Sensex to the psychological important 20,000 mark today after the 2 years. The day's rally came on the back of strong quarterly result by the software major TCS and relatively steady Asian markets. The market opened with the Sensex at 20,000, slipped a tad below that level due to the profit taking and again regrouped in the later session as the FMCG major ITC rallied ahead of its result and closed just a tad of the 20,000 mark, finally ending the day at 19,987, up 80 points. The day's rally added about Rs 26,000 crore to the investors' wealth, with the BSE's market capitalization now at Rs 71 lakh crore. The last time the benchmark had seen this level was on 7th of Jan 2011, about 2 months after it had reached its all-time peak of 21,709. On to the world of sports. Rode on by a crowd of 60,000 plus, India rediscovered their winning ways in the second ODI against England at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Kochi. The win not only helped them square the 5-match series but would have also done their sagging confidence a world of good. The tension along the line of control with Pakistan took its toll on the sporting ties between the two countries. All 9 Pakistani hockey players who have come here to play the Hockey India League will return home without playing a match in the tournament. Hockey India did not directly bar the players but put the onus on the franchisees. Day 2 at the Melbourne Park on Tuesday brought another day of perfect weather but a few anxious moments for top seed Serena Williams. Williams and a fan looked worried after the player fell awkwardly on her left ankle. She, however, managed to win the game 6-0, 6-0 against the 110th ranked Edina Hall. World champion Vishwanathan Anand scored an emphatic victory over the world number 2 from Armenia to end a rough 7-month patch. With this win, Anand has jumped into joint lead with 2 others after the 4th round of the Tata Steel Chess Tournament. In what would be his first outing after the Wimbledon, Rafael Nadal is likely to be playing at the Brazil Open. Nadal hasn't played since June, essentially because of his tendinitis in his left knee. He was due to play in the Australian Open, but a stomach virus forced him to withdraw. It seems Chulbul Pandey might not break Tiger Khan's box office record. After the initial success at the box office, it seems Ekta Tiger will remain Salman Khan's biggest hit. Well, here's to Sallu. He's the winner either ways. Indians and folklore go hand in hand. Hoping that works with the cinema lovers is the duo of Vishal Bharadwaj and Ekta Kapoor. Unlikely duo, you would say? Name of the movie Ek Thi Diane? Let's see how this one shapes up. Member of Parliament status has brought about some major changes in actor Rekha's life, it seems. We hear from an insider that the actor is loving her bungalow and garden in Apni Delhi. Not just that, Rekha also seemed to have become more open to friends and relatives dropping by. Is that the politician or just the effect of Saddi Delhi? One name with 3 different destinies? Nah, not the same man. Obviously, 3 different people with the same name? I did say that makes for a confusing cinema. But I guess director Vijay Nambia knows what is he doing. Let's hope he does. David releases February 1st. She says the one actor that makes her heart go flutter is George Clooney. Well, haven't we heard that before? And from so many of them. So, Sarah Jane Dias just joined the rank of all those other women, aged no bar, from Tinseltown who are dying to work with the actor. Keep dreaming, ladies. Well, that's all we have time for. This is Sneha Sawant signing off. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.